Hi, Tim Lambros. Thanks for joining me in How to Pay for College Without Going Broke. In this summary of my local workshop, in about 10 minutes, you're going to learn the six crucial moments here, the six crucial strategies to get the most money for your son or daughter's college education without breaking the bank. My goal is to help you get the best education for your college-bound student for the best price. Here's what we're going to try to learn. Although this will be a flyover, typically I take 45 minutes to an hour. I'm going to try to communicate this in about 10 minutes for those of you that attended workshop, been with me online, and so forth. We want to help you figure out who gets the most money for college and why they get the most money, how to turn the entire college planning process in your favor, and teach you some little known strategies to help you along the way. So the first and crucial element of a 6-point strategy is really a mindset. The odds are against you, and it's good to go into this process knowing that. Right now, there is a 46% national graduation rate. There's a lot of reasons for that. We get into that in the seminar. But number one, most people just run out of money. Others don't graduate because they change schools and get behind on their credits and then run out of money. And others change majors and end up having to go 4.5, 5. They now track 6 years graduation rates. Most of college-bound students are averaging 5.5 years to complete their undergraduate degree, and they are taking, on average, 5.5 years. The number two strategy, the number two crucial element is really our second must-have mindset, and it's this. College is really three things. Number one, it's essential. To compete in today's world, you need minimally a 4-year college degree. College is expensive. College expenses have doubled in the last 10 years, and there is no relief in sight. And probably the one that catches most people off guard, and I'll refer to frequently, is college is a big business. I don't ever want to make out that colleges are the bad guys, but for you to have the must-have mindset that gets you financial aid packages, you must understand you are talking, interacting with very sharp business people. Those are the first two must-have mindsets. And then there's 4 crucial elements in the process. I call them pivotal moments that you must master. So here's the first of those 4. One, it begins with your student. Colleges look at an academic profile. Colleges want to know your kid is succeeding at the high school level, where they place in the class, what their GPA is, what their SAT, ACT scores are. It's not everything, but they look at that. And that takes 4 years to build. There's also a social profile they look at. Does the college-bound student have a social life? Volunteer, scouts, student council, National Honor Society, volunteering at the local church, and so forth. Because, and referencing the last point, college is big business. They see financial aid packages as an investment in your college-bound student, and that'll make a little more sense in a moment. So that's the first of the 4 what I call pivotal moments that you must master. The second one is the FAFSA. Now, the FAFSA stands for Free Application for Federal Student Aid. Operative point here, it's a free application. It's not a fair application. In fact, it's quite confusing because compared to income tax rules, even though it's the same government, it's actually quite unfair. Understanding the FAFSA, filing it the first day you can, filing it 100% mistake-free is a crucial, pivotal moment in the process for reasons I can explain and unpack later. But basically, financial aid is on a first-come, first-served basis. And if you waste time filing the FAFSA, if there's mistakes on it, there are other people getting in line and having the financial aid conversation before you. So early preparation is the key. There are numerous strategies to optimize the FAFSA, but that takes work in the freshman, sophomore, and junior year. Before you can talk to any, even high-income families must file a FAFSA before you can talk to any university. It's required of all students. And then there are ways to get prepared so you can file it on the first day using a FAFSA answer sheet. The next pivotal moment you must master, the third pivotal moment, 2 must-have mindsets and 4 pivotal moments to master, is the estimated family contribution. This is more just understanding after you file the FAFSA, when you get the student aid report, what this EFC means, what the estimated family contribution means. And basically, financial aid works off a formula. When you file your FAFSA, the government will tell you the estimated family contribution. Every school that you're interested in will know that figure on your student aid report. So understanding the EFC, understanding the cost of attendance, the COA, will then create what your financial need is. So I won't do a ton of examples, but briefly, if your son or daughter wants to go to a $50,000 school and your EFC, after you file the FAFSA and get this student aid report back, if your EFC is $10,000, you have a cost of attendance of $50,000, you have an estimated family contribution of $10,000, and you would have a $40,000 need for financial aid. It's helpful to know that there's 4 types of funding. There's grants and scholarships from the federal government that you don't have to pay back. There is merit-based grants and scholarships from the universities that can be part of a package. The third source are private scholarships that you can solicit and find on your own. And then there's just discounts that the universities will create to get your financial package so that your son or daughter can attend there. But there's also 2 types of funding, and this is where people can get confused. There's merit-based funding, grants, scholarships you don't have to pay back, but then there's help-based funding that you do have to pay back, and that is student work at the university and loans. So 2 types of funding, even though there's 4 sources of funding. Then the final one is where there is the most potential. This pivotal moment, you have done all you can for GPA and resume building, SAT scores, you have investigated a number of schools, you've hopefully been accepted to a number of schools, you filed your FAFSA, you've gotten a student aid report, you know what your EFC is, and now there's a gap. There's a balance that you need the school to pick up, and you begin applying for financial aid at various universities that your son or daughter is interested in. This is typically your senior year and many times the spring semester of your senior year. You see, the universities get their reports also. They are aware if you are looking at other other schools, other colleges, and that's good. When you get your student aid report, they're getting an ISIR report, the Institutional Student Information Report. And trust me, the first thing they look at is, are you interested in any other schools? We like for you to have about 10 other schools on there because it doesn't cost you any money. When you apply for financial aid at hopefully 5 or 6 schools, they will send you an offer. It'll be important to know how to evaluate those offers because it's difficult, especially your first time through, to know whether or not that is a strong offer or a weak offer. And then if it's a weak offer, having an appeals strategy put in place. And that's sometimes where you need to work with a certified college advisor to strategize and coach you through that. So 2 must-have mindsets and 4 pivotal moments to master in order to get your students' college paid for without going broke, in order to turn this process in your system and turn this process in order to turn this process in your favor. And let me create this picture to close. When it's the senior year and you've done everything according to plan, you'll find that colleges will upgrade their financial aid offers to you. And at that moment in time, when you are getting things in the mail, you are getting emails, you are getting phone calls, and they are increasing their offer, you know you have turned the process in your favor. You know now these universities, these colleges are coming after your college-bound student, and you have created this competitive environment where you can get the most money for the best college education you can get for your son or daughter. Tim Lambros, if you have any questions, feel free to email me, tim@timlambros.com. If you want any of my free offers, look up College Finance Solutions on YouTube, or you can go to my website and get my free ebook, College Funding Made Easy. That's collegefinancesolutions.com. Thanks, and we'll catch you on the next video.